Hey everybody, I'm Izzy Smith, and welcome back to Fallout 4. We are still here in Goodneighbor, where we left off at the last episode. In the last episode, we went to Pickman's Gallery and scouted it out from Mayor Hancock and found out what was going on there. Turns out that Mr. Pickman was a serial killer taking out the raiders and making artwork out of them. Good times. Well. Like Hancock said, it's not one of the craziest things he's ever seen around here, but it does rank in the top 3. So, while we're here in Goodneighbor, I thought we would check out the shops real quick, see what's going on, and see if there's any local news. And then, after that, I was looking through my missions. I was looking at the missions that Heather has given us. And one of them is Sweet Revenge, where she wants to take out a total of 50 synths, and we're up to 30. That's pretty good. She wants to get some revenge on those Gen 1 and Gen 2 synths that attacked her and all the people there at University Point, where she was at. So I thought maybe we could head down to University Point and see about giving her some real revenge on those guys. The second thing is a tour of the Commonwealth. We have been going around to different places, Bunker Hill, Diamond City, showing her around. And she's got a list of places that a lot of these fall, I've noticed, on the East Coast. So, what we'll do is from Goodneighbor, we'll probably just jump down to the military checkpoint, make our way to University Point, take care of business there, and then start back up and go along the eastern coast here, all the way up to the Museum of Witchcraft and points north before we head back. And we'll go back to Sanctuary, get the power armor, and head out toward the glowing sea. So, sounds like a plan. It probably will change. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But for now, that's the game plan. So, let's see. Let's talk to some of these shopkeepers.
Hey.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
Okay.
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell. Except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now, are we doing business?
Sure. Let's get
Let's
some
see
ammo.
what you got.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Killer. Okay, she's got 165 5.56 rounds, so that's perfect for the M16, and we'll just pair with some pre-war money. That sounds like a deal. go, we'll call it even. Thanks, Cleo. You stay sexy, you beast. All right.
What, you dry? Head over to the third rail.
Okay, thanks, but not interested right now. Here's Daisy.
Got some good deals. You won't believe what's in the is it food or not section.
Is it food or not? Yeah, she mentioned something about that earlier, and I was in a hurry and went running by.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
What's it like, you know, being a ghoul?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But I guess I can't blame them. On the upside, I look pretty good. For being over 220 years old. Now, were you buying anything?
Wait, you're 220 years old?
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Well,
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
That's pretty much the answer I gave Heather whenever I talked to her. She asked me about what life was like before the war. This is true too, though.
The world before was nothing but petty governments going to war, dragging us into it, and shooting whoever refused to clean up the mess.
You know, I had a husband that was killed in the war with the Reds. They didn't even tell me where he died. Classified information and all that. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
So, what do you remember about the past?
Oh, sweetie, I was an angry young woman back then. Thought the world was sick and wouldn't give me my due. Then it all ended, and well, I ended in a way, becoming a ghoul. Maybe when you get to be my age, everything starts to look like fate. Anyway, I like your story better, whether or not it's true.
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
Actually,
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
yeah, all right.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
All right. Thanks, Daisy.
Buddy, I gotta be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
All right.
Peace, brother.
Nobody was giving you any problem anyway. So she mentioned the Hotel Rexford, that there's a
Hancock. He's the mayor around here.
pre-war
Elected
duel.
by
There's
himself,
the
accepted by everyone.
guards. That guy was a synth. Hotel Rexford. Let's go in.
Fred, are you going to hang out in the lobby all day again, or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake.
Oh man, someone new! You need some Jet Man, home brewed, reasonable prices?
Oh, wow. You come on strong, don't you? No, I don't really. Tell you what, though.
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the Gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
Man, that's kind of the going rate for everybody, isn't it? 200. What the hell? Let's see. I don't know, man.
Your offer's a little low, Fred.
All right, let's make it 250.
Okay, now you got a deal. All right.
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Before you even start, let's get to the point. We have rooms, one room specifically. Payment due up front.
Okay.
Can you tell me a bit about this hotel?
Oh, why do they always have questions? The Hotel Rexford used to be a grand establishment. We even had guests that didn't throw up all over the floor. But now the only people who come by are looking for somewhere to nurse a hangover or shoot up chems. So, still want a room?
I just want to look around, actually.
Who owns this place?
Mr. Morowski. Oh, you should have seen him in his day. This place used to be flowing with high-end chems, beautiful clients, and oh, the parties. But now he just stews in the back office and disgraces his parents' memory. I swear, if they knew how far he's fallen, they'd die all over again. So why don't you rent a room before I get worked up?
Yeah.
Tell me more about this Morowski character.
Oh, why bother? He's worthless. The other big names caught him with his pants down, and now he just has this ratty hotel. That's the way Goodneighbor operates. The strong make it to the top until someone stronger kicks them down. Now, are you buying this room or not?
You know what? Let's just keep asking her questions.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Claire.
I have been working in this hotel for over 40 years, and this is not how I imagined spending my retirement. Now, are you done being nosy, or are you getting a room?
Let me think it over.
Oh, I'll just cross you off the waiting list then.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Huh, that must be Morowski back there. Let's go look around. So we're looking for another pre-war ghoul. That's what Daisy said. Ha! Well, well.
What? No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
It's you.
Wait, are you from Vault-Tec?
I am Vault-Tec. 20 years of loyal service, and now look at me. I wasn't on the list. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect. How? How's that possible?
Well?
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable. Well, I had to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
Oh, nah. This is the guy that showed up at our door at the beginning of the game.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen.
You know, you're the only other person I met from before. Oh God. I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement, once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec sales experience.
Sales experience. I've got a store set up that he could work at. That general store.
Hey, you know, you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will? Okay, I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
Yep. I got a general store you're gonna love. Oh, and that's Heather, by the way. And that's dog meat. Okay. I guess we better just let him do his thing. Okay, let's get out of here. We're gonna head to University Point and see about getting some...
It's my favorite.
Yeah, okay.
Hey there. You're new around Goodneighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Why do you ask?
Just trying to get a feel for you. Ain't exactly the safest neighborhood, so I like to know who's gonna cause trouble and who's gonna end it.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
I'm usually here or drinking that swill Charlie slinging at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
Yeah.
What's the job?
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. Well, with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
What's the catch?
The usual. Place it's in isn't empty. Might have to shoot your way in. Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
Isn't brewing equipment going to be kinda large?
Usually it is, but apparently this machine has been miniaturized, so that shouldn't be a problem. Are you gonna take the job?
Yeah, alright.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
The east, huh? Oh, we got all kinds of work. It's still raining. Okay.
Hey,
Let's
you
head
heard of
on out and
University
get
Point?
towards University
No?
Point.
Surprising. The Institute
I
wiped the place
think
off the
what
map.
we'll do... Let's see. We'll go ahead and go down to the military checkpoint and then head south from there. So, see you in a minute. Actually, a few seconds. Let's take a look. Man, so this is where Heather's from. Yeah, this has got to be it. Where's she at? Ah, there she is. And I already see movement. So we're here to hunt down some synths. Actually the synths that started all the problems in the first place for Heather.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Yep.
Movement detected.
Right there.
Curious.
Heads up!
Got that one.
Detected.
I regret any suffering you may incur.
Let's get around here.
Sustaining damage. Systems offline.
System's offline. You better believe it.
Remain undetected for long.
I hear another one. Where is he?
Are you attempting an ambush?
There he is.
Must be terminated.
Got him. All right. So this is where all. I hear another one.
I need to ask you something.
The Institute destroyed this place. Wiped out everything.
Yeah. Seems like she doesn't really want to talk about it. I guess I don't blame her. Let's get a look. Okay, we have... Apparently this was a... sort of a diner. Credit union. Let's see. Let's have her.
I'll take a look at it.
She's good with terminals. We'll have her unlock it, and then we'll just pop our
Give me a
nose
sec.
in and see what's going on.
All yours.
Okay. There we go. Remote door control.
Hey, how the hell did you get back there?
Can I help you? Yeah, okay. Gonna have to figure out a way to get around and talk to that guy. In all honesty, he looks like a bank robber. Let's look down here. Okay. Seeing a lot of... Just a lot of junk. Aha! Okay.
On it.
And there she goes.
Come on.
All yours.
Very cool. No synths in here. University Credit Union. Open that door. Very good. Nice job. Oh, look at all the goodies. Master lock. Well, of course, it's going to be right up there.
Yes.
There we are. Aha! Press the big red button. Look at that. Very interesting. Here we got another one. Close. Nope.
Sweet.
All right. Some tools. Crispy squirrel bits. Another advanced lock.
Got it.
Open that one with little trouble. Automatic laser, pistol, little watch. Is that everything? Some pre-war money. And those boxes don't move. Yeah, I think we covered the... So, that button unlocks this wall. A secret lab. Weapons workbench. Couple of sleeping bags. Caved in tunnel. Let's have a look. U.S. Army user L. Matthews signed in. Research logs. Contents classified. Unauthorized access will result in prosecution. Containment problems. Progress on the project has been slow so far, mostly because the Dean has been having Professor Campbell tailed to try to figure out where the lab is. Curtis brought up the idea of giving us unrestricted access to the lab, but Professor Campbell says that he needs to make sure things are established and safe first. Thus far, we've had trouble in containing the plasmon scattering from the electron beam. I've checked and rechecked the professor's calculations, and they seem good, but it just doesn't replicate in our practicals. Improved scattering patterns. Progress has improved now that Curtis and I have full access to the lab. My parents think I've gotten a job at the credit union and have been pushing me to go into banking. If they knew Mr. Rivera is actually a sergeant undercover, they would flip. We've been having much better results with containing the plasmons since we decided to try focusing the electron beam down to around 200 nm. The scattering patterns are showing up with much better grouping on the cathodoluminescence graph. At this scale, it may not end up being any good for reactor containment, but we might at least be able to improve energy consumption for small industrial or weaponry uses. I can't believe Professor Campbell used my birthday as the password, or that Curtis had to look it up. What is going on? I don't know what's going on out there. Curtis and I were in early on Saturday so we could try to get through the day's experiments in time to go catch a movie when we heard the sirens. Some sort of EMP knocked out the power for a few minutes, and Sergeant Riviera told us to stay in the lab and not leave until he gave us the all clear. But it's been 3 days, and we can hear explosions going off. Professor Campbell was supposed to be in around noon, but never showed up, and our friends and parents are out there. Curtis says everything will be okay, but I can see in his eyes that he's just trying to keep it together. So that was the day the bombs dropped. Continuing the research. We've been in here a few weeks, and now, according to the date on the terminal, an explosion took out the tunnel into the parking garage just after I made my last log entry. It's quieter, but every few hours we still hear explosions. We've decided to try to continue the research. If we are at war, it might help, and if nothing else, it will help us pass the time. I've been thinking that if we adjust the angle to the parabolic reflector and focus the electron beam even further, it might get us what we need. Professor Campbell had the lab stocked with plenty of food and water, so we should be safe here for at least a few more weeks. It's probably the best move that they could make. Time to leave. Small scale seemed to be the right direction. We brought the wavelength down to around 75 nm and have been getting a pretty impressive capture rate. Both of the prototypes are running at a much higher capacity. We ran out of food a couple of days ago and only have a couple of cans of water left, so we have no choice but to leave the lab. We've no idea what we'll find out there or if anyone is still alive, but we've decided to leave one of the prototypes here in case Professor Campbell made it out, so he'd know we finish it. Maybe it's a futile gesture, but Curtis agreed with me. He asked me to marry him. If there's anything left out there, I said yes. So they were a couple, and they were trapped in here. Aha! Unique prototype UP-77 limitless potential.
Bingo.
Unlimited ammo capacity. Yeah, that's interesting. Might be pretty good. Get some cartridges. So, this was a secret government lab. And they were working on either energy, like an energy prototype, and they ended up weaponizing it, of course. So, yeah. Made for a good bunker, though, during the war. Okay. Let's go back out and see what we find. I'm wondering about that bank robber. Yeah, he's still there. Dog meat found something. Whoop. There's what I meant to do. Okay, there's a back door. Where does this go?
That's it.
Oh, just out the back. I guess that's why they call it a back door, huh? Okay. So there's... He must be in here. Yeah, credit union.
Hey.
Pence.
Was that you I saw in the back? Doesn't matter. This is my score.
Who are you?
What does it look like? I'm a bank's worst nightmare. A robber.
Yep. Well, hey.
Go ahead. I don't have a problem with that.
Good. Believe me, robbing this bank means a lot more to me than it does to you. Now, let's see here. What the... There ain't but a few bucks left in here. Goddamn college credit unions. I might as well be robbing a bank for the homeless.
Hey, look. There's some money over here. Oh, wait. I just took that. Where'd you go? Well, you can't give up after 200 years. Oh, man, that was good. Synth Strider. Huh. I guess he popped him whenever he came in. Oh, that was pretty good. Pence gave up. I guess he's making a run for it. Yeah. He got out of Dodge real quick. Let's see what's over here. This is a generator. So this was a settlement once. Welcome, traders. Can we get up there? Yeah. Let's look around for any clues, anything going on. Well, this is kind of nothing up there.
Is someone present?
Yeah, me. Come on, I know you're there.
I recommend against hostile action.
Aha!
Calculating most efficient attack.
Dropped him. Those Institute rifles really don't do much, but I guess I could break it down. Let's see, we'll jump down here. This was an armor stand. So we got an armor bench. Turpentine. Here's some clothing. Leather light armor. Vault-Tec security helmet. Yeah, we'll grab that for one of my settlers. Cooking station. I'm not really seeing much. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep moving. Whoop. Sorry. Weapons. Maybe there's a weapons workbench right back here handy. Yep. Break some of these down. Okay. And there's some ammo. Duct tape. Nuka-Cola. Wine bottle. What else? Nothing? Huh. I'm not seeing much as far as actual clues to what went on in these shops. Ah, Sylvia's holotape. Let's give it a listen.
Sylvia, I don't care what Bert says. People have a right to know what kind of danger they're in. Look, the youngsters may think the Institute is just a ghost story, but I know you're old enough to remember the attacks. I know you feel for the girl, but she brought the trouble down on us. She and her father need to answer for it. If we give the Institute what they want, or just give them the girl even, maybe they'll leave us alone.
It's true. The Institute just wanted the stuff, whatever it was. If the mayor had given Jack to the Institute, Georgie would still be alive.
Georgie? Who's Georgie? Huh. I think that's something we're gonna find out. Dog meat? I was looking at that mine and I knew. So, chemistry station. Aha! If Heather uses a chemistry station twice... Dog meat! Move it. Move it or lose it.
On it.
Hey. Head over there.
Okay, now.
On it. On it.
If she uses a chemistry station like twice per level, I think it is. Yeah, there you go. Affinity points, and also her inventory will go up as far as items you can buy from her. So healing concoctions and shipments of... I believe the shipments also go up. Okay.
On it.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know what he's barking at. There's a safe.
Nice.
All right. We didn't get topside there, did we? Yeah, we went through that door. We didn't go up. Ah, okay. There's a terminal. I just want to make sure it's safe before we start looking at it. Oh, he died with a shotgun in his hands. Don't know if he did it himself or someone shot him. Patch suit. Bowler hat. Okay, that's not a good sign at all. Always check your mirrors. Okay, let's have a look at that terminal. Mayor's Terminal. Property of Massachusetts Bay University. And it has a holotape. University Point Council meeting. We'll eject that and we'll play it here in a minute. Town Council logs from 2285. That was 2 years ago. Special session brought to order. Mayor addresses the town regarding visitor. Visitor claims to be an agent of the Institute. Claims the settlement is in possession of valuable pre-war tech. Heard that it was found by a girl, Jacqueline Spencer. Floor open for discussion. Gladys Maxwell asks how we can be sure this isn't a trick. Pete Owen suggests that Jacqueline be given up to spare the town. Gerald Spencer threatens Pete. Minor fight breaks out, quickly quelled. Mayor regains order. Issue to be brought to vote tomorrow night. Meeting adjourned. So the pre-war tech. Meeting brought to order. Council votes on crop export limits. This is... Wait a minute. Okay, so this... Yeah. This was July 1st. This is August, and then August 12th. So, actually, these are going just backward. And this one's file is corrupt anyway, so... Let's play that tape. Council meeting.
As head of the town council, I call this meeting to order. In attendance this evening, we have Perry Owens, Gerald Spencer, Sylvia Cooper, and myself, Bert Strickland, as acting council head.
Bert, what is all this about? I've got wheat that needs bringing in.
Yesterday, I received a very disturbing visitor. I managed to record part of the conversation. It's probably best if you all hear it. I don't see anything about that in my records. What was it you said you wanted again?
Don't toy with me. We know a girl here found some pre-war data related to energy research, and you're gonna give it to us.
I really have no idea what data you think we have. We're just farmers and fishers. I'd be happy to ask around for you. Please, just lower the gun.
Look, I'm a reasonable man, but the Institute wants that data. You got 2 days to get it for me, and then we do this the hard way.
Oh, God. Jacqueline.
What has your daughter done, Gerald?
She's been saying that she was close to finding something in those old terminals she fixes up. But I don't think she actually found anything. Bullshit. Now, I overheard her talking to that trader last week. Something about getting 10 times the price for something if she sold it in Diamond City. Look, just let me talk to her. See if she actually has this data or not.
Pete, sit down. We all need to remain calm about this. I need you all to keep this to yourselves for now. The last thing we need is to start a panic.
I'll never forget that voice. It just haunts me.
That was Kellogg. We killed him. You got nothing to worry about anymore. Actually, you're the one that fired the last shot. I was just beating the crap out of him with my bat. But that's neither here nor there now, is it? Okay. Let's get out of here. So it was Kellogg that came here with the Institute synths, and they were after the energy experimentation that we found in the basement of the credit union, which actually ended up being a weapons prototype. But they didn't get their hands on it. So I guess that's why the synths are still here. They're still searching for it. Okay. Which way did we go? That's the generator, so we need to go this way. Razor grain. Did we check all the buildings on this side? Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one building left. I guess this is the main hall of the university.
One time I shot the legs off a robot.
Oh. Okay. Sorry to interrupt your story about the robot.
Hey.
What's up?
What's on your mind?
Not much. You?
That was it.
No problem.
Okay. So, they were fixing this part of it up. I see. Nice. Very nice. They had that stall rigged.
Please reveal yourself. The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment. Movement detected.
There it is.
Curious.
If I can get it. Yeah, it's a bomb.
Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning. Is someone present?
Come on. There we are. Let's get this guy.
I was in error. No enemy detected.
Synthy, synthy, synthy. Come here, synthy.
It smells terrible in here.
Yeah. Hi. You ain't got no arm. Oh.
CQB protocol engaged.
Oh. Where at? Okay. You all right?
Thanks.
Man, I hope that wasn't me. He was trouble. She jumped right in there.
That's it.
I was sure I was hitting him. I don't think any of my shots strayed that far. She's okay. Okay, what do we got? Another dead synth. Another terminal. What is it? Unlock, novice. Okay, let her have a shot at it.
I'll do my best.
She's doing that. Ah,
Come
I
on.
see a key. Gerald's barricade key.
Got it.
Thank you. Heather can hack advanced terminals. Cool. Okay, Gerald Spencer. User logs. Josephine. Josephine, it's been 3 years since you died, and I still think about you every single day. I wish you could see how much Jacqueline has grown. Last week was her 6th birthday, and I gave her your old toolbox like you always planned. The next day, I found that she had disassembled half the stuff in the store. She looks so much like you now. I miss you so much. So Jacqueline was the daughter of Josephine and Gerald. She actually did it. You would be so proud, Jack. That's what she likes to go by now. Well, she found your old notes about the mail relay and begged me for weeks to take her into the flooded area where I went to hunt lurks, Meyer lurks, so she could try to find the parts she needed. Well, she must have found what you'd been looking for, because she actually got this mail relay thing working. We can send each other letters across town. Not sure why we wouldn't just walk over and talk to the person, but it's certainly more than I was doing at 14. And I don't know what to do. Josephine, I don't know what to do. Our daughter found something in the ruins, some sort of data. A man came to town and said he was from the Institute. He threatened the mayor and the town is in an uproar. We don't know if this guy is real or not, but he seems dangerous and the rumors around town are almost worse. Someone accused Jacqueline of being a synth. People she's grown up with her whole life, and now they want to give her to this man or throw her out of town or worse. University mail relay. Get out while you can. S. Cooper. Sylvia, we had her holotape. Gerald, you know I love Jacqueline like she was my own granddaughter. It breaks my heart to say this, but I think the two of you should leave town. Just run for it, leave the Commonwealth. You're still young enough to start over, and Jack is as smart as can be. I still hear more than people think, and I'm not hearing anything good. Even if this visitor is an imposter, I fear our neighbors may turn on you first. M. Cole, what has your daughter done? Gerald, how many times have I told you this daughter of yours would be the end of you? I've told you 1,000 times no good has ever come from messing pre-war gobbledygook. If she were my daughter, I would have beaten some sense into her years ago. I'm almost glad Josephine isn't alive to see what a wreck your family has become. Shame on you, Gerald Spencer. If my boys come to harm from this, I'll beat you to death myself. Martha Cole. Well, Martha, you're a real class act. Be Strickland. Keep Jacqueline inside. Gerald, I'm not saying this as the mayor, but as your friend. I don't know if the visitor was from the Institute or not, but I know what a dangerous man looks like, and I don't want to call his bluff. Our people are scared and looking for someone to blame. It does seem like Jacqueline was the seed of this mess, so keep her out of sight till we get this sorted out. If your daughter does have that data, we should have it ready to turn over if need be. Bert. And no holotape. I'm guessing this was Gerald. Since he's right there by his terminal. I don't see any holotape. Bobby pins. Pretty good. Let's head down. Ah! Right off the bat.
Nice.
Duct tape. And 5.56 rounds. That is awesome. Alright. What do we got over here? Nothing in there. Okay. Let's keep looking. So we found a key. Look through here. Is that where we came in? Ah, the barricade key. Okay. Alright, before we go in there, there's a terminal. Jack's terminal. So this was the daughter's terminal. All others keep out. The big Jolly Roger on it. My journal. Mom's birthday. Mom's birthday was yesterday. Dad and I left flowers on her grave. He was telling stories about her, and I kind of mentioned that I don't really remember what she looked like anymore. He said it was okay, but I can hear him sobbing in his room. Ugh, I can't take this right now. I'm going to go scavenging in the flooded area. Still haven't replaced my secondary hard disk after it blew out last week, so maybe I can find a new one. Sylvia also said that her network port has been acting up. Good find. Looks like Dad has stopped crying. Hope he didn't realize I snuck back there by myself. I've gotten so good that the lurks don't even know I'm there. I didn't manage to find a replacement port for Sylvia, but I did manage to pull a hard disk out of a large console in one of the lecture halls. Some of the data on it even seems to be intact. I'm going to try to poke around before I reformat. Who knows, maybe there's something interesting on it. That would probably be where she found the information about the energy experiment from before the war. Oh man, this is big. I managed to get part of the data off that hard disk, and it seems to be research about reactor efficiency. Yep. Part of it was corrupt, but I might be able to find the rest somewhere else. There was a caravan passing through, so I figured I'd see what I might get if I could find the rest of it. He said to the right person that kind of thing might be worth several hundred caps. We agreed to a 25-75 cut if he can find a buyer. Now I just need to figure out how to get the rest of the data. Today is terrible. I haven't been able to make any progress with finding the data, and the lurks have started laying eggs again. And to make matters worse, Dad just got back from some council meeting and somehow found out I had been searching the flooded area. He locked everything up and said I'm not allowed to do any scavenging. I tried to explain about the data and he listened, but then started acting weird and told me to go to my room and not to come down until he sorts things out. What is going on? What have I done? Oh God, what did I do? I've been getting mail from everyone in town saying that the Institute is coming and asking if it's my fault. Someone even accused me of being a synth. Somehow they must have found out about the reactor research, but it's not even complete. Dad says that it was probably just some scammer or raider trying to trick us, but I don't know. What if it really is the Institute? I need to get back in there and find that data somehow. And the University Mail Relay. No more scavenging from her dad. Jacqueline, I'm serious. No more scavenging until this thing with the council blows over. I know people are scared, but I think this guy the mayor talked to is just a con man. He wasn't a con man, trust me. The Institute hasn't shown up in a long time. Why would they now? I've been calming things down around town, and I think I've got enough support that I can block anything crazy in the vote tonight. I'm not mad at you, but I want you to stay home and just don't stir anything up for right now. Love, Dad. You stupid girl. Nah, we're not even going to bother with that. She had enough problems. Remote door control. I don't know where it's at, but we're going to open it. Accessing door. And there's a holotape. We'll just go ahead and grab that and listen to it. Oh, it's for an elevator. Let's see. Holotapes. Jack's holotape.
Okay. First, I want to say I'm sorry, Dad. I knew I was onto something big, and thought I'd see what a trader would pay if I found it. I had no idea that the Institute would be after any of this, and now the whole town is in trouble. I know you told me not to worry, but I just know that the town is going to vote to throw us out, or worse. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't have the data, despite what Mr. Owens and his cronies think. That's why I have to go back in. I know the key is in there. I just need to put the pieces together. It's something with that professor. If I can find it, maybe I can give the Institute what they want, and they'll just leave us alone.
Yeah. Great plan, Jack. Worked perfectly.
Well.
Excuse me.
Hey.
What's on your mind?
Not much. You?
That was it.
Got it.
Okay, come on. Let's go. You're... Yep, we need to get going. Yeah, she'll follow. Okay, so, that was Jack's terminal right there. Here's the door that we unlocked. We haven't been upstairs. So there's a stairwell. Somewhere. Still looking for synths. Okay, look at this. A lot of broken down terminals. tools. A bed, a dress. Hey.
Nice.
You've collected an issue of Tesla Science Magazine. Energy weapons permanently inflict +5 critical damage. Geckos and gamma radiation. Science Magazine and a teddy bear. This was Jack's room. Had to be. But no sign of Jack. Nothing really. She was good at math, apparently. Alright. If we... 308 goes. If we go over here, what do we got? That goes back outside. There's an advanced lock.
Sweet.
Alright. Somebody was taking shelter. Plenty of alcohol around here. That's for sure. Nothing else? Nope. What's this? Chained on the other side. Is there a way around? Yeah, through that door. Okay. So now we're going to go through the door we unlocked. And we're going to find a way up there. Okay, that goes down. Oh, Meyer lurks. Yep, okay. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get ready for him. I've got so many frag grenades, it's ridiculous. Ah, that's a legendary. Nice. That worked out. Leather light armor of the acrobat reduces falling damage by 50%. Okay, did we get that? I'm hearing movement. Oh, it's Heather. Okay. Ah. Omelet time. And I'm carrying too much. Let's see. Dog meat.
Hey.
Okay, dog meat can't carry anymore. So it'll be Heather having to do some of the lifting after I get overloaded again. Ooh, a nuke mine. And a blowback. Nice. Alright. I'm expecting a Meyer lurk any minute. Yeah. I'm surprised one didn't come out. Okay, this is it. We opened up an elevator door. That's probably it right there. What is the deal with this down here? I'm not seeing... Oh! Gerald's barricade key. It goes further. Now we're on to something. Master locked door.
Got it.
There we are. Man. A lot of doors. A lot of stuff in here. I wonder who this was.
Yes.
All right. A lot of chems in there. The Dean's Terminal. University mail relay and the safe control. I could have opened the safe with that. Oh well. Ah, Mitchell, about Professor Campbell. So this is before the war. You said to contact you if I saw Professor Campbell doing anything strange. Well, he's been going to the Student Credit Union most evenings, which seems a little weird. Also, I saw him and Leslie Matthews going over there on Saturday on my way to basketball practice. Isn't she one of his grad students? Oh, and Sandra said she had been asking at student records to find out Leslie's birthday. What's up with that? So, Leslie and Professor Campbell were the ones that were working on the laser. So, could we meet to talk about that academic probation now, Henry Mitchell? This guy was a rat just to get off probation. Can't reach the Colonel, D. Parker. Dean Patterson, I'm sorry, sir, but I wasn't able to get Colonel Rosemont on the phone for you. They kept redirecting my call for hours, and when I finally reached him and asked to put you on, he just said that he would save you both the time and confirm that you don't have clearance, and hung up the phone. I tried to call back, but they said that he's not taking any more calls right now, and that if you want to speak with him, you'll need to drive out to the base. Doris Parker. You don't have clearance. S. Campbell. Sorry, Alan, but the deal is done. As legal has probably told you by now, the military tends to get a bit upset when you try to wiggle out of a contract for them. And no, I can't tell you where the lab is or what my research is about because you don't have the clearance. You'll need to take that up with Colonel Rosemont. Why are you making this personal? The university is making a bunch of money on this, and the research may be declassified eventually, in which case it would make you even more. Professor Campbell. So the dean was trying to poke his nose in. Construction under administration by T. Robinson. Dean Patterson, do you know exactly what exactly the Army is constructing under the administration building? They're making an awful lot of noise with those jackhammers. They told me I had to go through Professor Campbell for inquiries, but he said it was classified. I asked if you had authorized this, and he said to check his contract. Well, legal did, and said it's kind of a gray area that his lawyer added during negotiations. They also said that they tried to bring it up to you at the time, but that you went ahead and signed it anyway. I hope that grant money is worth all this hassle. Tracy Robinson from Human Resources. Campbell, again, about my research. Alan, I'm under no illusions that the real reason you wanted to bring me on as the head of the department was for my business contracts from the private sector. Just accept the grant money and let me do my research. I'm sure you'll skim some off for a new scoreboard or something equally useless. Oh, and I'm certain when you get back from your vacation and read this, you'll check my contract and find that I do have the authority to negotiate and accept grants for my department. Enjoy Maui. Professor Campbell. So the professor and the dean were going back and forth. Locked door. Man, this place is big.
Yes.
Did we just go in a circle? I don't... Yeah, I don't think so. Get him. Good job, guys. Couple more eggs. Mire lurking meat. Yep. Okay. Huh. That goes up. We want to continue on down here looking around. Since we... Trying to think. We check this. Apparently not. Okay. This is... Wait a minute. It's the main door. We're back where we did go full circle. Okay. So we got to get up to that second level. I got totally turned around. Look at that. There's something we're missing here. Okay, here we are. Now we can go up. What is this?
Oh,
hi!
And that was the big 4-0.
We got 40. Whoa! Yeah, I know, dog meat. All right. We're at 40. Hiding back here. Yeah, it keeps saying I leveled up. I need to pick a perk, but I just want to keep going here. Don't want to interrupt what's going on. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Screwdriver. Where does this go? Oh, man. See? I open the door and then I kind of look at it like... Cap stash. Okay, this was... just somebody's office. Oh, excuse me, Heather. This, and it goes up again. This is a pretty large place. Maker stand. Okay. I'm not even gonna ask. She got around there somehow. Okay. Right.
Lock and load.
Man. We are closing in on it.
Hostile combat initiated.
Completed. Pick up the dead drop. Clear hostiles at University Point. Report back to Desdemona. I was supposed to go here anyway for the railroad? I didn't realize. So there was a dead drop here. I'm carrying too much. Heather.
Let's do it.
Alright, I gave her some weapons to carry. Jack's note. 10mm round, stim pack, potato crisps, dirty white sheet, mini nuke. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I think I know who that is. That's probably Jack. Jack's duffel bag. She was packed, ready to go. Jack's note. I think she was probably running away. Oh God, the Institute is here. I can hear them fighting outside. Dad, I figured out where the data is, but I think I'm too late. I'm sorry. It is on this terminal. Property of Professor Campbell. Yep. Research notes. Latest notes on energy research. Really, Alan? You're going through my terminal now? I told you that my research was classified. Quit being a pathetic worm and just mind your own business. Alan, the dean. University mail relay. Lab time. Took me forever to figure out what you meant about Leslie's birthday. It was a good idea, but we hadn't been dating that long. I had to look it up in the student records in the front office. Don't tell her that. Anyway, while I was there, I overheard that Dean Patterson has an alumni dinner this weekend, so he should out of your hair. Be out of your hair, it should say. See you Saturday. Curtis Matthews. So it's Curtis and Leslie, I guess. Let's see. Patterson, Leslie Matthews. I've got you now, you snake. You think I wouldn't notice how often you visit the student credit union? I'm sure it's merely a coincidence that your graduate student, Miss Matthews, is always on shift when you have to get something from your safe. You think it wouldn't reach me that you and she disappear for hours in the safe? And, oh, if you don't tell me what the construction was and what your research is about, I will be going straight to the press and the police. Alan Patterson, the dean. Boy, this was, they had a tangled web going on around this project. More time for the project. Curtis again. I understand the need for secrecy, sir, but don't you think that we could get more work done if you gave Leslie and I access to the research without you having to be there? That accident was weeks ago, and you said yourself it was due to a bad fuse. Leslie said she saw the dean skulking around following you yesterday, and it was going to get harder to get work done if he's tailing you all the time. Colonel Rosemont sounded pretty serious about wanting the research as soon as possible. Regarding Colonel Rosemont from the dean. Damn it, Stewart. You aren't worming your way out of this. This Colonel Rosemont you insisted I needed clearance from is nearly as insufferable as you are. When I went to see him, he claimed your research was classified and you had... Oh, and had me escorted from the base. You think you are so clever, but I know this is just one of your old army buddies helping you pull a trick. Don't think I won't be talking to our lawyers. Unauthorized construction. I'm sure that this just goes on about... I have a right to know, you know. First of all, you do not have my permission to call me by my first name. I am the dean here, and you would do well to remember that. Secondly, what is this I've been hearing about you and officers from the Army performing unauthorized construction under the administrative building while I was on vacation? This is absolutely unacceptable. You will explain to me at once what the meaning of this is and what you are researching. I have a right to know. Yeah, of course. It has come to my attention that you were contacted by the Army regarding your research. I am the one running this university, and I have the right to know and approve all research programs. I know that your colleagues hold you in high regard and that when we brought you on last year, your contract guaranteed your tenure, but you don't want me to make an issue. You don't want to make an issue of this with me. I am leaving this afternoon on my vacation, but when I get back in 2 weeks, I expect to be fully appraised of the research, which he wasn't. So, lecture plans. I don't think this is important. Remind Curtis to find out what Leslie's birthday is, and that she wanted to meet him at the credit union at 7. So, yeah, Curtis and Leslie were a couple. They were working with the professor on the research project. That's what got everybody killed. And years later, well, I mean, the war happened. They were working on the research project. The war happened. Leslie and Curtis had to leave the bunker. And they left the prototype behind. Years later, everybody moves into University Point, build a settlement here. Jacqueline uncovered the terminals talking about the project. The Institute came with Kellogg. Killed everybody. Yep. It all pieces together. Wow, the fog burned off fast. Good grief.
Raiders are vicious, but you can outsmart them. Unless they've got a lot of Molotovs on hand. Doesn't take smarts to set your ass on fire.
No, it doesn't. Well, there it is. University Point. I think we covered everything that there is to be covered here. So, we'll be making our way up the East Coast for the Heather's Tour of the Commonwealth here in a little bit. But, for now, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe. I think we learned a lot about part of Heather's past right here. She knew Jacqueline, she knew all these people. And she mentioned someone named Georgie that died, so we'll find out. Okay, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.